Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. My goodness. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. It's been a nice day. I didn't work today. Every other Friday I have off, so you know, just kind of nice in that sense. So I was able to relax and yeah, kind of enjoy some time. So we're gonna be piloting today. I don't know if you guys are super aware of the 2049 1875 KVK. You know, for whatever reason, I feel like this KVK has not gotten nearly as much coverage as previous KVKs. Like, I don't know if that's just me or what, but I feel like this is a pretty big KVK and not many people are talking about it. But either way, I'm going to be piloting a little bit on the 2489 side. Again, I have no favorites, guys. I am unbiased in all of my streaming, who I stream for and or who I pilot for. It's just kind of, I have friends in various amounts of places, and yeah, in this case, you know, I've got a good relationship with 2049, so I'll go ahead and pop for them. But MNU, I'm not even sure how I say that name. Manu? Manu? Sure. And Mr. Death, how are you guys? Alright, so let's go ahead and hop in game. Now, there are a few things about this account that I'm playing. Probably a few of you guys might know. It's Salt's account, but he's got a range march, so I might actually mess around with range combat today. Obviously, markers are going to be off, and we might have a few drinks, because it is, in fact, Friday night, guys. So, planning on this stream going until, I don't know, maybe a little bit after reset, give or take. We'll see the vibes. But also, I think the opponents that we're playing against are going to be coming into uptime around reset, if I remember correctly. These are the people that 1981 actually just played against last KVK. So, yeah. Right now it's their downtime. They did not have a good start into KVK or into Kingsland. Some of you guys might have seen that pass opening. Now, there is a rumor also. I'm not sure how grounded in facts this rumor is, but there's also a rumor that there was somebody who popped Craftsman in 2774 and then popped another skill, which is why they have almost no territory in Kingsland. So obviously they've been getting pushed out and they don't have a ton of field, but yeah, it has not been the perfect start, I'll say that, for 2774 side. So yeah. Kind of getting dragged here. Well, I'm just gonna kill this Liu Che, I guess. I'm going this side. Get back in the ball here. How did I still have rage on this march? Oh, I'm getting getting targeted by siege. It all makes sense now. All right, guys, and for the drinks today, we've got ourselves a little bit of a Moscow Mule. So, that is way too strong. My goodness. All right, let's add a little bit more ginger beer to that one. Whew. Can't be drinking that one like a beer, that's for dang sure. Also, I saw King Schmuck piloting this KVK earlier. I wonder if he's still going. I didn't take a look. Kind of getting pushed here. Still waiting on that one drink? What do you mean that one drink? Alright, this seems like we're just going to get overrun here, so I will run back. Dude, okay, so I've been playing on this account not for too long, okay? Not for too long. And I will say my worst march has been Arthur Phillip, which I know is completely backwards from what everyone is saying. So, yeah, I don't exactly know why. It just always seems to die. But, I mean, these trades were pretty bad anyway. Wow, this did absolutely nothing. Oh, more scorpion shots, guys. I tried, and in fact, and this is ginger beer, by the way. I tried to look online to see if I could order any more like fancy shots. I looked a little bit. There weren't many, but I did see some crazy things like, you know, grasshoppers and lollipops and crap like that. And so I don't know, maybe. Hey Kane, do you have a recommendation on the amount of years to win Zenith? Oh man, yeah, I'd say, well, it depends on your continent, but I'd say no less than 6 to 7 years to be like comfortable. Boba, how are you, man? Trader? No trader, no trader. And in fact, I mean, I've already talked to Salt a little bit. I'm gonna be a little chill on the stream. It's not like, I mean, it's not like I'm really needed here, right? I mean, there's no, everything's burning, right? Oh wait, is it burning? It's not burning. Whoops. The only other thing is this ranged march, bro. I guess I'm gonna have to use a ranged march. It's crazy. Ends up like last piloting stream, not gonna lie. What was the last piloting stream? I don't even remember. You mean when I was taking like field deads and crap? Yeah, let's not do that. My roommate knocked right now, hoping we have the fire drill for the dorm. Wait, what? What? Huh? I don't know what you mean by that. I guess you're in the dorms and have a fire drill scheduled or something? I bet it's the Lackey Garrison. Flag not burning. Why don't we give it a scout? Lackey's Garrison hurts, man. We all know that. We all know that. Okay, we need some march speed. Want to group up all my marches together. I'm not a huge fan of the Herman primary, but, you know, here we are. Okay. Well, I guess that didn't go up. Alright, let's just get all these marches. Did the scout work? I swear I just got it. There it is. It is not the Lucky Garrison. It's a mixed with not very many inf. Yeah, that Garrison will burn for sure. Oh man. Am I really going to do this? I kind of want it to be on my territory, but I'm just going to put it here and forget, I think. That's the plan. We all know what stream I'm talking about. Like the Mimi one? Is that what we're talking about? My roommate is sleeping and I hope we get a fire drill because I heard the fire alarm early for nearby dorms. Oh, you're trying to wake up the roommate, I see. Well, it looks like we're balling up to burn this thing, so you're not going to be disappointed. My opinion, they should balance garrison captains like rally. Let the rally captain only put one troop in. By the way, I do agree with that. I think that that's valid. I don't... Either that, or you have to nerf rallies. And what I mean by nerfing rallies... Am I in this alliance? No, I'm in TS. Okay. And what I mean by nerfing rallies is... Okay, well... Make them have to garrison swap. Or, not garrison swap, but rally captain swap. Mimi stream? Crazy work. Yeah, although I hear 1175 is pretty much dead now, so... Tough situation for them. And I think Clubman almost came to 1981, ended up not, and yeah, he went to 1718, and now apparently they're registering when we're registering again. And dude, not because I think they're bad or whatever reason, but I just do not want to play against 1718. You know, I just don't want to do it. We just had a really bad KVK with them. It kind of ruined a lot of stuff. I'm kind of done fighting, like, only fighting other kingdoms with opposite downtimes. Like, I want my uptime to be their uptime and my downtime to be their downtime, you know? And I think that just works so much better. There's some action over here. Zell, put him in blender. There is literally nothing to put in a blender currently. Is Mimi recruiting? Just asking for a friend. To my knowledge, Mimi is staying there. I do not know about the kingdom status, though. Chad, I think we're just gonna leave this here. Let it do its thing. I don't really care about my range march. Although, of course, now everyone's coming out of their cities as we are on a way, and I'm going over here. All right, so while I'm walking, let's do a little bit of a map overview for those of you who are kind of unaware with everything that's gone on. So this is the map. As you can see, 2049 has pretty much completely cut off Earth Camp, which is the top right camp, from the Zig. And again, there is some BK love, Big Kane love. Maybe that's what. Maybe that's what he means. Oh, whoops. But apparently, there was a Craftsman error. There was a Craftsman error, and somebody popped Craftsman and then popped another skill, which is why they have almost no territory in Kingsland. So that is a big problem. It's a big problem for them. And obviously, you know, it's kind of funny because right here, yeah, I mean, this is like classic. Oh, well, okay. We'll let that die. It's a siege march. It deserves to die. No, but there's been a very funny 1v1 with 1032 and 1568 on the other side of the map. And if you know anything about our KVK, you would know that they probably have some tough feelings against each other. Because, yeah, with all the drama that happened in, you know, 2 KVKs ago, it seems like they have just said, we are gonna 1v1. Which is really, really funny, because 1568 and, yeah, 1568 and 1032 have just been over here the entire time. So, yeah, I mean, I think 1568 has gotten like one flag line push, but yeah, I mean, they're still pushing. So, God. What is even happening? I thought I recalled these marches. Did I not? No, we're pushing. Do I still push? Maybe. Get the active skill off? No, we're done. We're done KP chasing. We're toast. Alright, my bad. Let me read some of these. Lilith should make a KVK mode where there is a period on a day where you can't fight. It would counter pilot meta. I don't know about that. I think they just have to fix the you know, piloting thing somehow. And one of my videos, and guys, I'm gonna come out with it eventually, I swear, but one of the videos that I wanted to make was the piloting problem, because I think for top-end kingdoms like, you know, let's just use the ones in this KVK, for example, 1875 and 2049. You know, everybody knows how strong they are. Everybody knows their relative strength and kind of what you can expect from them. I think what you need to avoid is like piloting groups and the spotlight effect. And we've had this conversation before. Boba, you know, my last stream, I think a few days ago, we talked about this, but it's when all of a sudden a group of piloting or group of people piloting become very interested in one KVK, and now all of a sudden the KVK's been flipped on its head because a kingdom that was not very active is now like super active, right? That's kind of the problem, right? If 1568 pulls that on us, it would be funny, definitely an interesting experience. Now 1568 won't pull that on you because they're not the larger camp. Although, I could see them argue it, you know? They do have, they are fronting against a harder opponent. And technically, you guys are only kicking out 2774. So, nah, like, I'm not going to go down that road. Alright, I'm not going to go down that road. But yeah, it is what it is. So I think to pilot or to combat the pouting problem, I think the shielded flag KVKs are actually a good thing. I think having strategic flags that you can shield every once in a while is quite nice for downtime coverage and things like that. And I like it. It extends the fights as well. Makes it more strategic. Getting split. Like a KVK where you can sign up for a time slot. Time slot KVK? Oh my god. What a wild concept that would be. All fighting occurs in these 6 hours. Oh man. That would be good. That would be good. Kind of hilarious, but... What do I feel about Kingsland without nodes? I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. Let's head on back. But if there are no pilot accounts, like Mr. Open Wild Lion, would lose so much potential KP because they are not drainable. Yeah, I mean, you take away pilots, I don't know how much they're playing. Also, guys, there is a positive correlation between level of whaled accounts and the amount of time that they have available. Mr. Open Wild Lion are probably doing real things with their life. To make that much money, you have to be busy, all right? Unless you like won the lottery or something, all right? You have to be busy. So if they didn't have pilots, they probably wouldn't be online much. I'm just being truthful. If they don't spend what they got for that KVK, yeah, they won't spend as much for the next one, which means less money for those, sure. KVK where you play in first-person POV. First-person POV would be crazy. Drinking stream? Yeah, man, we're just cracking open a Moscow Mule. I know it's not in a copper cup like you get when you go out to a restaurant or something, but we're gonna have some fun and have a few drinks on this Friday night. Kind of a chill one though. Oh, these trades were not bad, dude. I'm telling you, man. I don't know how, but my Philip Arthur is consistently my worst March, which makes no sense on this account. Yeah, this is the March that I just forgot about. Also, I'm making Siege look bad on stream, so that's the point. That's the point. What is the gear here? So we have the Liu Che. I mean, the gear's solid. Solid. I'm trying to think. Arthur. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Got Butterfly on here. Need some... Oh my goodness. 1 stone? This guy is poor. Gotta re-roll that ASAP. Oh man. This is a really good inscription. A really good armament. Lucas, I'm sorry, I missed your question. If I start in Season of Conquest, which commander should I focus first and specialize in? The days of specializing in a commander troop type are over unless you're a rally or garrison. I would recommend Liu Che or Arthur. If you are fancying calves a little bit more for march speed, go Arthur. If you fancy infantry a little bit more and have better inf gear, or you already have Alex or something, go Liu Che. All right. Not enough troops. This guy's got to train some siege. It is kind of wild how strong Liu Che is, though. I'd still say, God, this is crazy, but I would still say that somehow Liu Che is still the best commander in the game. He's been out for a while, guys. Like, I don't know. The thing about Arthur is like there still isn't a obviously meta open field commander to pair him with. Now, you could go with Philip, but you've got the skill damage. But the amplification, the all damage is great, right? But you do have the skill damage instant proc. And that kind of goes the same with Alex, is obviously, like, Liu Che Alex is a fantastic March. One of the best Marches out here. But you fall into this weird situation where, I mean, his best pairing is Alex or William Wallace, which both those commanders, like, aren't very great, right? Like, outside of Liu Che, they're not very good. So I don't know. Like, if Liu Che had an actual AoE pair of smite damage, which could be coming out to the game very, very shortly, I mean, the whole world needs to watch out, because that would be borderline too strong, right? But both of them are very good, right? You compare William Wallace, or not William Wallace, I'm sorry. You compare Liu Che with William Wallace or Alex. You can pair Skippy primary, but also with Arthur, you could do Huo Arthur, and you could do Arthur William, you could do Arthur Philip, you could, right? All these things, so. Would Arthur Liu Che work with Artifact? Not only would it work, it would be by far the best March in the game. Not even remotely close. It would be so strong that everybody should use it. It is, just in theory crafting alone, it is just by far the best March in the game. Liu Che makes William Wallace and Alex look great. Yeah, I mean, it really does. Alex, if you use Alex with any commander other than Liu Che and maybe Ragnar, he doesn't do too well. $1875 is just a big kingdom. Very disappointed. Hard to get KP. So I don't think you could possibly blame what's happening on 1875. 1875 is carrying their weight, I think. Do we need Polois? We do not. and when you say we, I'm not part of 2489. I am piloting currently. Look at my range march doing range march things. Good boy. Come here, Lucky. For old time's sake. Come here. Come here. Okay. I actually don't want this. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I do. I got help. Why not? I'm always going back on. Haven't seen any reports on that march. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just because... Could you imagine, though? Seriously, could you imagine a full 5 inscription butterfly cav set with, you know, like... Iconic 5, 4 legendary inscriptions, Arthur primary, Liu Che secondary in an altar or something. That thing has got to trade... I'll go up here and get some action. That thing has got to trade like 1,000%, man. Liu Che expertise ramps up Thrasher before Arthur's skill. Yeah. Alright, Lackey, for old time's sake. Come on. I should be targeting the Herman first, but I am not. Oh, he ran back. Liu Che is just goated, and it means you can go Alex YSG for KVK2 and YSG KVK1. Yeah. I'm probably just going to sad face here. Is it worth it? Or do I be a good pilot? I'll be a good pilot. Fine. All their cities are right here, man. I can't do anything. They all run back to their city. All right. I'm not even gonna go up there. It's not worth it. I'm gonna recall real quick. Take a drink. Read chat. All right. Like the stream? Hey, I appreciate it. Go ahead and like the stream if you haven't already. It's gonna be probably a 4 or 5 hour stream today, I think. So yeah, I'll be here for a while. I think about skipping Alex and going straight to Liu Che. So my only thing is, you're in KVK 1, so you were like a baby, right? If you are like serious about the game, then you should not spend a single gold head until KVK 3. I know that sounds really bad, but that's the reality. We also have new inf coming up right around the corner that are most likely going to get rid of both William Wallace and Alex from the Liu Che pairing, right? So just keep that in mind. The reality is that you probably should just skip Alex and skip YSG and just go into a Season of Conquest with 1,000 gold heads. Now, are there also swaps now in the early game? Oh, so okay, so there are. Huh. So if there are swaps, then yeah, invest in Alex, have some fun in the early game, and then after that, right? Like just go nuts. Just swap to Liu Che and then invest in the new inf. I am making my second Cav armament set, and since I don't have Philip, I can't run Arthur as a primary, which means combo formation is not needed. So do I make another Cav wedge set, or do I go for combo? I think now you should go for combo, but also, if you have William, like, it's still very good, Arthur primary. Arthur William is fantastic. I would almost, if you run 2 archer marches, then you should not be running. Oh my, why do I have a Gorgo with 1 troop on the field? If you have 2 archer marches, then you should not be running Arthur Philip anyway, because you should be running Asher Philip. And you should be running Arthur William. And William's still so good, man. This is a bold statement, but I will probably bench my Huo before I bench my William in the open field. Dude, William is, his buff and debuff is absolutely ridiculous. And the Nevsky hate recently is over justified. You shouldn't be benching Nevsky for Huo. Just because the reports are better with Huo, which they are, I'm not gonna lie. But just because the reports are better does not mean it's a better commander. Like, of course, have fun early game. Yeah, if you have swaps, definitely have fun early game. Honestly, Arthur Nevsky does great for me too. Yeah, I would definitely be running Nevsky Arthur just because you ruin a ton of synergy by running the Arthur primary there, but I do get what you mean. Can I change commanders in SOC? Can I focus on YSG? Only on YSG? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. If Lilith sticks to their old schedule, new inf in a month, yeah. But Arthur sub release was a little off schedule, so expect the unexpected. Yeah, that's kind of how it always is with them. I think they did a few things strange, and it actually started with Ragnar. It actually starts with Ragnar. Like, it was an off-schedule inf commander that was good, that didn't get released to the wheel, but counted as a release of a commander. So I don't know, it was definitely just very, very odd. And then they released Arthur, and then like a month later released Subutai, and now I don't know. So I have no idea what they're doing. You can't talk about nuance. Rock players just want to be handheld. I know, man. But that's why, look, I will play with the marches that I play with on my account. Not this account. This is not my account. All right. I will play with the marches that I play with on my account, and I will have the results that I like, right? Arthur primary traded better for me. If that's the case for you, then that's the case for you. I just TP'd there. Let's cook. All right, Jovi. Wally, how are you, man? Lucas, to be honest, I can't remember when swap is for you, but I think before KVK 3. It's got to be before KVK 3, right? Because that's when Season of Conquest commanders come out. Do I need to be anywhere? Chat, I don't really feel like chasing KP, right? So where can I go that's fun? Is that fun? That looks like more fun, I think. We can have the range march just sit here again. Right side's probably burning. Man, their downtime is crazy. And what about this? Buzz over here. What is burning? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 1875 has been obviously doing well, but there's no way that they can sustain a 3v1. Who's pushing him over here? Wow. Ooh. I don't even see a rally. Do you guys see a rally? Is there a rally on this thing? There's no rally. Yeah, this flag is staying alive. Gorgo Charles. Oh, and they're swarming it. Oh. What's more fun than chasing KP? Winning KVKs, man. Swap for new players is immediately after KVK2. Oh, I did not know that. Along with that event that allows you to unlock any Season of Conquest commander. Okay, that's good. So 1875, and then is this 1568 over here? Yeah, so 1568 came over here, which means that 1032 is probably burning these flags, right? Yeah, okay. So 1032 is doing their job. This has got to heal. This has got to repair. 1032 is a little bit smaller than 1568. So in the 1v1, it does make sense that they would be losing that. But yeah. This is just such a weird flag line. Like, you can't place a flag here, right? I'm not going to show credits, but... Yeah, I don't know. There's no way you can place a flag there. Alright, let's move. Okay. I'll keep that there. So you should be good with getting Alex, but don't trust me fully. True. that's kind of how I feel, man. And I think, you know, man, when I was younger, I say this ironically, all right. And to be fair, it is a little bit different when I'm on my own account. I will admit, like, chasing KP is more fun when I'm doing it for myself, because it's my stats that are going up, right? But as I've been in leadership, and now that I've played this game for literally over 4 years, doing stuff that I don't have to do is no longer as fun, right? Like, I much prefer to play objectives and then, like, coordinate things on the field. Does that make sense? 2049 side looking so boring. Dude, it feels boring. It feels boring. There is literally nothing going on over here. It's just, they're burning everywhere, and we chase KP. I really do think that 2049 is, well, not 2049. 2049 is doing fine. 1875 should have been on this side. And then let 2774 come on this side. That makes, like, a whole lot more sense to me. What is a more important expertise in your opinion, Herman's or Jones? Isn't Jones, like, borderline useless? I would much more go Herman, I think. Now, you don't get the extra active skill all the time, but when you do, you do. And Jones' active skill is what? Like, nothing, right? 5% more counter, so it doesn't do almost anything. And 5% more damage to troops with more than 30%, so 5% all damage. They're probably about the same, if I'm being honest. Now, if you're in, like, an Orleans, then Herman for sure, because you get the Tommy stacks. But if you're not in Orleans, or in a KVK with a Tommy skill, then, yeah, they're probably about even. Do you have fun, though, when getting trashy reports? Am I getting trashy reports? These reports are kind of terrible, but, I mean, these are good, right? Normally, I trade really, really well. I trade about 3 for 1 in the field most of the time. How much better is Huo non-maxed in the field? I prefer Huo maxed, personally. Like, right now, in this current situation that we're in, Huo maxed would be better. But this is not my account, so I'm not running it maxed. So this is, I mean, I feel like I've said this a few times because it's kind of a debate. As with Destructive, there is a lot of debate. Do you do it or do you not? And the answer is that it's not clear cut, and it's really hard for people to understand that. I can't just tell you one answer because one answer doesn't exist. So who expertise is better sometimes, and who expertise is, or who unexpertise is better sometimes. Destructive is better most of the time, and it is not better some of the time, right? Like, does that make sense? But people don't want to hear that. They just want to hear, do I do it or do I not? It's like having 2 kingdoms or higher in Call of Dragons, but with a... Did I just read that as Call of Dragons? Wait, 2 kingdoms or higher. Are you saying Call of Dragons or Call of Duty? Kingdoms? I'm not sure. Oh, like a 2 KD. Oh, 2.0 KD. Now I... Dude, oh my god, my brain is fried. I've been playing too much Rise of Kingdoms. Because normally with KD you say 2 point something, right? Like 2.12. Okay, whatever. 2.0 KD or higher in COD, but negative win-loss, yeah. Now I understand what you're saying. You want the stats with the wins, I agree. But also if they add Mighty Healing, Field Meta Commander next Archer cycle, what will happen with Archers? I think healing sucks in the open field, man. I think it's fine. It does play an impact, but they need to buff the... They need to buff the heck out of true damage, in my opinion. There's not enough. Not enough damage that comes from it. Oh, I should definitely be over here, but it looks like it's gonna die. Yeah, let's see. I'll dabble. I don't care that much about winning, just getting hard fights. Yeah, and dude, tell me if I'm crazy, all right? But since Lilith made the matchmaking change to no longer include camp power or like kingdom power, and like most recent performances are like valued really highly, dude, it seems like every KVK sucks. Dude, I don't I don't mean to like be that guy, but some of the KVKs that, not even some, almost every single one of the large scale KVKs I've seen, except for the 1960 KVK, and maybe this one, have like actually been very, very bad. Very, very bad. Dude, did you guys see 1846 recent matchmaking? Dude, their recent matchmaking is horrendous. They're in a 3v1. So they're in a 3v1. 1316 is in a 3v1. Our KVK sucked. Dude, that's like... That is a huge majority of like a lot of the top end kingdoms. It is wild to me how bad matchmaking has been since this recent change. Like, dude, it's been very bad. All right, let me read up. I think Belay did math on Destructive and it said that you were better off not running it and running Health instead. So I did watch the Belay video. He did that testing in a 1v1. And then I think he did 5 target AoE. But that doesn't count for rallies and garrisons when you're getting hit by multiple targets. So and he only did it with the William Wallace Liu Che pairing, which is also another, you know, kind of fault in his testing. And the testing that he did was good, but this is why it's subjective. Because if you're running Gorgo, Destructive is definitely better. If you're running Attila, Destructive is definitely better, right? Because of how the keyword boost works, right? Just because of the keyword boosts, the more normal damage amplifications that you have, the better. And Liu Che and William Wallace do not have actual, like, very many boosts to normal damage. So that's why maybe in a straight 1v1, it doesn't do as well, right? But the more normal damage that comes out, the better Destructive will be. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but you should 100% always get Destructive on a Gorgo because its rage cap is 900, or its rage requirement is 900, not 1000. And why is this important? Because even if you reduce your rage by 100 on an active skill cycle, it still only takes 5 turns, right? 220, if you're getting swarmed in a garrison, guys, this is big, and this is going to be a video that I come out with, right? If you're getting swarmed and Gorgo is your captain, it will always take you 5 seconds, whether or not you have Destructive or not, to fire off your active skill. 220 times 5 is equal to 900, right? Okay? So, you should always have Destructive on a Gorgo. Always. It's not even, like, debatable, right? But now if you're in the field, yes, it becomes debatable. Anyway, I have so many videos to make and so much knowledge that I have. I just don't have the time, man. I mean, I do have the time. I'm just lazy. Let's be honest here. Okay, matchmaking has been terrible. Thank you, thank you. The damage, true damage tends to ignore some stats when was debuffed by the system by underpowering it. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, probably. This KVK is not competitive, just kill chasing. We'll see. At least on this side, I 100% agree with you. On the 24 or 1875 side, it's a little bit different. I'd rather good fights than a loss than no fights and a win. Yeah, everybody says that until they get smacked in the face with a loss. Not saying that you are that person, but that's how it is. I'm not switching my destructive. It has perfect stats. I don't think you should anyway. 316 did ally 2-9 12-9 camp before Kingsland. Well, that's just gross. Belay using battle formula that is considered accurate up until 100k troops. I honestly, look, I have not seen the full video, but I just know that his testing was... I would have tested differently. I think his testing was great. I would have tested more situations. And I love Belay. He's done a great job. And I do think that... And guys, I've been saying for the longest time, guys, I am a destructive hater. Who was the first person who said destructive was not that good? It was actually me, because I was comparing it to the rare inscription. Like, destructive is by far the worst legendary inscription in the game, by far. But is it bad by any means? Situationally, right? How long will Philip stay in the 5 March meta? I don't know, dude. It's already debatable if he is even in the 5 March meta. I think right now he's in the 5 March meta with Liu Che, if I'm being honest. Oda. Hey, man, I've been piloting for you all KVK, alright? I tried to hit you up in DMs earlier, man. You didn't respond to me. Yeah, so it comes full circle. I'm happy to help the other side as well. But I show no favorites. I show no favorites. And I'm good friends with a lot of players in 2049, so I'm just doing them a solid. And maybe off stream I'll pilot for you guys, which is kind of what I've been doing. So yeah, I think, and Samurai, I think I had a video about this recently, which was oh, I'm firing active skills. Would you like that? I'll get out of here, huh? Anyway, I think the 5 March meta right now is your Inf March is probably Liu Che with Philip, and then you've got Ragnar with Skippy, then you've got your 2 Cavs, then you've got your 1 Archer. That's kind of what I think the meta is. But I mean, Philip's very good. I think as soon as you go into 6 Marches, he'll be in the 6 March meta for a while, probably a year or so. But 5 March meta, I don't really know. Too much going on? Hey, man. I mean, I get it. A lot of commanders benched since my gear is trash. Feels bad. Guan, Skippy, Philip. Oof. Yeah, those are some tough benches for sure. But clearly seems like you're struggling with your second Inf March is what I'd say. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Is there anything going on at all? My marches has been full health for a while, but there really is not anything happening. Dude, I'm jealous of 1875. Look at this. This is where I want to be, chat. I think I just saw a rally. Abu Hind. He's rallying. This garrison. What is it? Gorgo Charles? Yeah, it's Gorgo Charles. They are swarming it. If I was them, I would probably just let this rally cook against the Gorgo Charles, but this guy's 360 million power, so it does not matter. I mean, they're definitely doing pretty well. But the problem is that they're doing well, and then what's happening up here? They're probably burning. Yeah, so this is the problem, is they can push one camp at a time, but as soon as you try to push multiple camps, it just becomes impossible, especially with 2049 like really not being tested at all over here. Is it stupid for me to expertise Hera? I got him 5552. Of course it's stupid. I mean, unless you're... I don't even think... He's kind of falling out of the garrison meta soon. I mean, he's good for mixed, I guess, but it's not worth it. They don't have the quantity of players in 1875? What do you mean? How would Hera with Martell do in a city swarm? Very good. Would do very well. As long as you use like a Hera primary, I think. Go like mixed build. Jake, how are you, man? Surprised you're not in on this KVK, Mr. Pilot himself. Let's see if I can connect here. There's a slow ass ZL. Can I get it? Maybe not. They don't have enough players to push both sides? Yeah, I mean, you can only have so many players, right? You can only have so many players. So they are one alliance. Now they're a big alliance with a lot of activity, but you can't fight. Well, to be fair, what 1032 is fighting on this front, but 1875 is fighting here, they're fighting here, they're fighting here, and they're fighting up here. Guys, that's 4 fronts. 4 fronts. There no kingdom can do that. 1960 can't do that. Now, 1960 maybe could do that in this KVK, but what I mean is, like, if they were facing 1960 opponents, right, it would be different. What is happening here? Not for a city. I plan on random. I'll say this. My city is about 100 to 90 some million power going into Kingsland every KVK, and I random teleport every Kingsland, and I have never been swarmed. Okay, so don't expertise something because you think you're going to be unsafe when you get swarmed. All right, like you're probably not going to get swarmed if I'm just being honest with you. If you random TP. That Siege March is getting mollywopped. Yeah, I am not even looking at it. And honestly, I hope it trades negative so that everybody thinks that Siege is really bad. What's going on over here? Ooh, I have to sneeze. Hold on. Alright, I think I muted my mic for that. Let me know if I didn't. Yeah, Siege sucked, guys. Worst March for sure. But the rest of my trades are pretty good. This is also like mostly T4, I think. I can't believe they haven't healed this thing yet. I don't know why I'm going home. Why am I going home? God bless you? Well, I appreciate it, man. I assume you're saying that for my sneeze, but also if not, then God bless you as well. Guys, could you guys hear that sneeze? I tried to mute my mic, but maybe not. You guys could hear that sneeze? Oh man, I gotta change my settings then. I've got a mute button, but apparently it doesn't work all the time. Yeah, it was loud? Bro. I pressed the mute button on my thing here, but alright, that's fine. Well, at least I gave you guys the sound warning by saying that I was gonna sneeze, right? I'm Muslim. I didn't hear, but we say that to anyone who have a sneeze. Yeah, a lot of people do, right? We didn't hear it? They're trolling you? Mad Life, I don't know who to trust here. I got everybody saying that they could hear it, so who knows? Liars? I didn't hear shit. All right. They're liars then. All right. Wow, I really want to go fight somewhere that's got a little bit more action, huh? There really is no contest over here. Is this side more fun? Chat, what do we think? What do we think about me just kind of coming over here and fighting 1875? Would we all prefer that? I feel like we'd all prefer that, right? Oh yeah, this is where I want to be, right here. Perfect. Random for content? That's crazy. Crazy work. I did just apply to this alliance, so we'll see if they let me in. One of these days, who knows? There we go. I'm in. Perfect. This is where I want to be. I'm the pilot who contacted you a while ago. Oh, I see. I appreciate it, but yeah, there are very few people who are verified pilots for 1981, so. Gotta join 2049 Alliance. I think I just read that, but yes, I am in. We're good. I will say one thing about this Arthur Marsh is it is... Oh, siege! Kill the siege! Kill the siege! Alright. Oh, man. I'll go north. Think I get an active skill on this Guan? Probably not, right? That is sad. We're just gonna set up right here, I think. How did I rate 1875's performance so far? Oh god, we're gonna get out of here. I think they've done a great job. Turn off allies and quick command? Yeah, but I'm not gonna play a quick command. I like to right click, man. I think 1875 has done an absolute fantastic job, man. Seriously, everybody that's like, oh, I expected more from 1875. What do you mean? You expected them to fight on 6 fronts at once instead of 5 fronts? Like, this is their ally. And no offense to 2774, we fought them last KVK, but they have a really bad downtime, and I don't know these other kingdoms, but like, I mean, they're going to be kicked out of Kingsland in 8 hours at the most, and they're already kind of kicked out of Kingsland. Like, they have no TP space, right? Although it's not even being used, which is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Their allies are almost non-existent, and 1875 is going to have to, like, 1v3, essentially. I kind of regret spinning for Huo. I don't think he's a bad commander by any means. I mean, look, you're telling me 1875 doesn't have activity? I mean, look at this. Look at this. They're doing a great job. I am very scared, though. This is not going to go well for me. Is this even worth charging in? Everyone's going to be running away in about 2 seconds. You know what? Fuck it. We dive. Ain't my speed ups. Ain't my speed ups. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't see anything with these new graphics. I'm right-clicking a mountain, chat. Right-click the mountain. Right-click the mountain. Hopefully there's a marsh there. I am right-clicking the mountain and somehow still dropping rage, so we're going down mode. Fuck it, we ball, wise man. True. Alright. Not much going on. Ooh, what builds first? 15. Yeah, this isn't going to build first. I'm kind of surprised that this took... wait. I don't know. Maybe this is new flag and this just burned? I don't know. But I'm surprised that this took so long to build. If it wasn't already here. They should be burning them almost on every front. So what is the line here? Alright, what is the line for 1875 if they're going to win? Right? How does it actually happen? I think you cut, I guess, down. No, you cut here. Yeah, you cut here. Oh, you can't cut here. Brutal. Well, I guess you could cut this one flag, which they're already doing. So you cut down this way and this way. Probably here. In 1568's downtime, which should be coming up, I don't know, maybe in the next 3 or 4 hours, but it is day 1, so probably not. And then, I don't know, like, your allies have to have a resurgence, I guess. But, yeah, it's kind of looking tough, and then you just hold here for as long as possible, but this is all kind of backup territory anyway. Everything here should just be filled with farms, right? Like, farm, and it kind of is, right? Yeah, you just need farms to fill this as much as possible. Delay and drain on this side, and you just push wind, or is this wind? What is this? Water? I'm not sure. Bottom left. But yeah, one thing that definitely needs to happen is Earth Camp needs to wake up, and they should be, because guys, we did just play them. One. We did just play 2774, right? So, you know, just they do have a downtime. I've been in off season for 2 months now. I will go crazy. Sounds like you should be in a different kingdom. No kingdom should be in an off season past 2 skips, maybe 3 skips, maybe. Wow, this is where the fun is, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa! Markers, don't show markers. I'm coming. Daddy's coming home. Also, I did a poll. I did a poll in my Kingdom Discord. Not Kingdom Discord, sorry. On my Content Creator Discord. Why is my Goro coming out? Jesus Christ. Um, about the kingdoms that you guys would like to see 1981 fight next, and it's kind of funny. Wow, I have a ring that's not being used? Really? Herman. I'd definitely use a ring over this drum, but yeah, over or about the kingdoms that they'd like to see 1981 face next, and somehow 3092 won, which is pretty funny. We'll see. I have high hopes for this next KVK, but knowing Lilith and the recent matchmaking, it's not going to turn out how I want it to. Proud 3092 voter. Are you in 3092, Polo? Whoa, 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 way too far, way too far. There we go, that's where I want to be. That is not where I want to be. This is why I will never have a range march. I have no idea how to micro this thing. Now I'm just lagging. Holy. Alright, I think if I had a 3 months off season before season 3, I must have been 2, but I don't care really. Yeah. Alright, let's get back to it. No, I just know a lot of people there. Want to see them get cooked? It's kind of funny. Hey, look, I think in a straight 1v1, and I mean this with full respect to 3092, but in our current state, I think 1981 would beat them pretty handedly. Like I said, in our current state, they have less players than we do. They have less KP. Like, it would not make sense for them to beat us in a straight 1v1. But if they beefed up, you know, I hear that they're getting some body counts from 1960 or 2377 after the KVK is over. You know, that could be decent. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But even still, there are going to be other allies in the KVK. And that's why, you know, all that most people look at in KVKs are like the big names, you know? And the reality is, if 1981 and 3092 fought in KVK, it would be a great fight, but it's not a 1v1, right? Unless it's like a zone 5, then maybe, and we're one camp, you know, one kingdom camps, but that's not going to happen at our seed. You know, like, there are always so many factors, right? Just because one kingdom might lose that 1v1 or 1v2 or whatever it is, like, doesn't mean that they're a worse kingdom. 392 is growing fast. They're doing well for themselves. Also, this must be what it feels like with a range march, bro. You just don't care about it at all, and it's just getting KP. Crazy. By the way, this is like not expertise, has almost no gear on it. Yeah, I will never run this myself. No way I ever run a range march in the field. Who would I want to fight? I mean, just because I used to be there, I'd say 2638. And 2638 is much larger than 1981 is now. 2638 has grown substantially since I left. And they would smack 1981 in a 1v1. But if we're talking like 2638 versus 1981 and 3092 as like one camp, right? I mean, now we're talking, right? So stuff like that. I like both those kingdoms, 3092 and 2638, but I'd love to fight my own kingdom, you know? Just have some fun there. Especially since they got the ST crew. Yeah. ST crew is solid. But they are Imperium, right? Like, they are definitely Imperium now. They snaked the 2906? What do you mean snaked? When you say snake, just like... How long were they there for? I don't even know how long they were there for. But that's also why, like... And I don't know anybody in the ST crew. Like, I don't know what that entails, but... You know, that's why you don't want to, as a kingdom, right? You don't want to put too much reliance on one group of people or one person. Because if 1901 put all that time and effort into like one group and then they left, yeah, I mean, it would impact us significantly. And that's why it's like recruiting individual players who are good is just kind of the way. Oh, okay, so my best trading march this time was indeed the siege. So, got great reports, and to be fair, not even that much less KP, I guess. And these reports are pretty good, but... And you guys want to see the siege gear? Hold on, where is it? This is the gear. Oh wait, this is where the ring should be, on Gorgo. Hello? Oh, I see. Okay. So we're putting the ring there. The ring is literally on my Gorgo that's not being used at all, and we're going to put it on here. And then these are the armaments, like... And this is a 5521 with a 5551. Oh my goodness, bro. When siege are good, they're good. When they're bad, they're really bad. But, I don't know, man. All right, chat. We're making the second drink. Making the second drink of the night. And we are going to put our horn, or not our horn, our ring, on Gajimata because it hasn't been there literally all day. There we go. Wow. I cannot believe that it has not been here. The satisfaction I get from being able to push through and destroy Siege March in 2 seconds. Dude, trust me, I feel you. I feel you. I cannot stand Siege, and I think it's terrible. I think it's bad for the game. But, it's good when it's good. And if you aren't using it, you're losing to it, right? So. Is this grudge match still happening? Yep, here it is. 3092 is still pretty active, which is good for them. Although they've got some people lagging behind in the murder bowl over here. This is building, and it's being touched, which I'm surprised. Oh, that's almost. Ooh, all right. This is a pretty important flag. We'll see where I move to. I feel like I gotta get the drinks going a little bit more, you know? Oh, dude, I gotta put a siege march right here. Are you kidding me? This is what it's all about, right? I'm starting to build siege on the farm. Only way I'm bringing that out. Yeah, that's where I would possibly use it, right? But in all other terms, I probably would not. All right, chat. The thing is, if I put it here, it's gonna get cooked, right? Oh, my mains are getting cooked. Alright, you know what? Who cares? Let it get cooked. Or cook. Let it cook. And forget about it. I'm a Siege player. Look at how stupid this is. Oh, man. Oh, I am very cooked. Oh, God. How much do you guys want to bet that there's going to be like 5 or 6 players that just hunt the Siege March? I can almost promise you. Ooh. Yeah, the Siege March is toast, chat. Run! Oh, God. Imagine 1960 surprise register on the 14th. They definitely could, but I think they're taking a break. Same with like 2377. And if they register this pop and then they get some matchup that's like, I don't know, in our seed, then it's just going to be everybody against 1960. I mean, they can do what they want with that. Well, they're all pushing out. Yeah, this is not going to go well. We're just going to refresh. Who's winning? Right now, the 2049 side, which is the side that I'm on, is winning. So oh, I am muted. Bro, I am sorry. Did I just say all that while I was muted? That's crazy work. Sorry about that. But, yeah, so... Hey, to be fair, that was just a test to see if you guys could hear my sneeze earlier. So clearly you guys were all lying to me. Because I pressed the same button. Anyway, yes. Yes, the 2489 side is winning. Because the allies are nowhere to be seen in Earth Camp, and apparently they had a mess up with the flags earlier, so, or with the skillful craftsman, I should say. Should I teleport a little bit closer? Why not? Noob. Hey, man. We all make mistakes sometimes. Wow, I have like no troops. Hello? reserves. Oh, it ran out. Dude, are you kidding me? Look at that. These ran out and my my troop expansion was still on and then it goes off. That's crazy work. All right. All right, chat, I'll be right back. Hold on. I have to get some ice, you know? And blow my nose, but that is a separate topic. Am I getting sick? Oh, I really hope I'm not getting sick. Ooh. I made the most disastrous mistake in an essay today. Hey, we do all make mistakes, man. It's okay. What was the mistake you made? I'm curious. Who is this over here? Okay, I see. It'll load eventually. Oh my goodness, please. Can I? Guys, if I'm going to use Siege, I have to use Siege. Thank you. And of course, their Siege March is attacking my Siege March. That is crazy work, bro. Whatever. Are Matakili's accounts full piloted now? They were always pretty much fully piloted. But, well, I won't say always. He did do a good job when he was playing them, but they have always been piloted. But now they are definitely fully piloted, yes. You have to about something irrelevant. Hold on, sorry. As I target my teammate. You have to about something irrelevant for a paragraph. This is why you don't write on 5 hours of sleep. Very true. And this is also why you don't read chat while you're open fielding, because you just get mollywopped and my Herman is dead. How is Jack Jack doing? Jack Jack's not playing the game anymore. RK has his account, and I think RK's doing pretty well. My Siege March is officially gone, and I'm about to be running away because I am not dealing with the sandwich that I'm about to eat. Yeah, oh hell no. Can I even get a skill off? I think I can. Skill? Skill? Okay, now we run. Now we run. Alright. I'm more interested in the account than performance. You know what? Why don't we take a look at the leaderboard? Hey, fun enough. I'm actually 79. 2049, 1875, 1875. Yeah. Let's see. Picart, I guess. 1568. Where's 1568? There we go. RK. Doing pretty well so far, I'd say. The dead points, heal points, probably the same kind of players. Blood Lackey trading hella negative as per usual. Hold on, heal points. Whoa, wait, hold on. He's at 700k heal points. Hold on, where is Blood Lackey? How negative this is? Oh, he's not too negative. He was about the same in my KVK. All right, that's okay. I gotta give him a hard time though. 1875 is cooking. Yeah, they are. But the problem is they're getting cooked everywhere else. Where they are, they're cooking, which is true. But unfortunately, they are getting cooked up here. You can focus on field fighting instead of chat. I don't think we would mind too much since it's understandable. And true, but I appreciate it. Flag got burned. Yeah, I mean, they're just getting ran through. This is their whole field presence right here. I mean, it's not looking great. None of these were garrisoned, I'm gonna guess. It's just hard to go from a KVK where, you know, it's not like super high stress to all of a sudden now you're fighting against 2049. So I do feel bad for him, right? I mean, 2774 just got out of a hard KVK, but I don't know about these other two. This is also why I hate alternate downtimes. I gotta heal up. How much time is left on the healing buff? Oh, I gotta get a rune, chat. You guys didn't even tell me. 6 minutes. Oh, nice. Ethel. I don't know, William? We're not using it, so. We'll go up here. Real Jack would have been top 3? Maybe. I think he's leading from that account too, so it's a little difficult. No, I have huge respect for RK as a fighter. Diplo, I mean, maybe a different story, but not gonna hop on that drama train, so. Any Sleepy Hollow listeners in here? I've heard of it. Haven't really listened. Wow, they're building this? Yeah, I guess, 1568 is just pushing... Whoa, whoa, whoa. They're just pushing them slowly out. Well, that hurt. Ouch. Dude, what is that, Herman? Holy crap, Herman, please. Is 75 gonna lose? Probably then. They're doing a really good job on their side, but the issue is that they're just getting kind of cooked everywhere else, and their allies are really just not super involved. So I can get a rune. And there's like not enough of 1875 over here to like actually contest. We're just gonna get a rune and chill out. So like 1875 is doing a good job up here, right? But they're probably burning. Yeah, so they're burning here. They're going to be burning everywhere over here. I guess except for this one flag. And yeah, burning, right? So they're going to lose all this territory up here and keep everything that they have around the Zig, which is fine. But yeah, I mean, their allies never even touched the Zig, and it's going to be hard for them to do anything against 2049. Congrats to the KVK win. This is not my kingdom, so... But yes, I mean, we'll see. 2774 is going to come into uptime maybe soon, hopefully soon. Oh, he killed my rune march. Come on, man. This guy's job is just to hit all the rune marches, I guess. I'm not even sure if it was him or not. But it is what it is. Alright, I'll fight normally. Just go 5 march for now. 1875 is spread too thin for sure. Ooh, I'm starting to feel the drinks though, I will say that. My god. Which is crazy because I've had one. Maybe I'm getting old, chat. Am I just getting old? I think I'm just getting old. Dude, the new graphics, not being able to see around these fucking gigantic pillars is quite frustrating. So I will just spam right click. What drink is it? It's a Moscow Mule, so it's a heavy one. See a siege march. Chat, dive the siege! Dive the siege! Dive the siege! Kill it! Kill it! Alright, now we run home. Now we run home. Go! Oh, no, we can continue to push. Why not? 1875 is going to come up soon, though. Yeah, okay. Time to go. Time to go. Hold on. Hey, it's whatever side you're piloting in. If you didn't, they would lose. I definitely do not have that much of an impact, I promise you. CPP primary. This is not me. These are not my marches. Personally, I would run Ragnar primary. He's also running Herman primary. I would run ZL primary. It seems pretty obvious what he's going for. He's going for tankier, more march speed. So if you do run Skippy primary or Herman primary, it will be a little bit tankier and will have a little bit more march speed, but it will do a good amount less damage. But that's the rationale of this guy. And attack march, I will not try and I will never try for the same concept as to why I think siege are bad for the game, because I don't believe that I should just be able to press a march or press a button and have my march autopilot. I don't think that that's good for the game. I think you need human element, and if all you do is have everything automated, then we're just playing a battle simulator, and that's just bad. Okay, we are gonna get out of here as soon as possible. How much time between pre-KVK and past 15 or past 15, past 5? Yeah, probably about 2 weeks. Yeah, I am getting out of here for sure. I mean, the trades are pretty good, chat. I mean, they're not great, but... Why is this 5%? Oh, okay. I was like, 5%? My god. Alright. I feel like 1032's had a tough time down here, just kind of getting pushed and defending for as long as they can, but it is what it is. 1568 is definitely larger than they are. I feel like it's going to be kind of an easy KVK. Not going to lie, easy Kingsland. We'll see. And I wonder how many or how much it's going to take. Because they're going to get cut here, right? Eventually. And now there's coalition, so like 32BR can join somewhere else. But like this is a significant chunk of territory that they are losing. And so I wonder how much it takes until 1875 comes and helps 1032. Because you can't just give all this up, right? Because eventually they get into this, which is danger territory, because now they might cut you, and yada yada yada, right? Alright. Let's pull out the marches. Let's even get a rune. Are they done? Do I have a rune march? I do. It's 6. 6 of yellow. Go Burr. Go Burr, double C. Oh. You know what's crazy? Now, the new first pop is fast. I will say that. The new like first pop that you don't skip once, it pops like 3 days after your Kingsland ends. Like that pop is fast, I'm not gonna lie. But keep that in mind. There's still like a ton of time until you actually get into KVK and start fighting. So there's probably still like I don't even know, maybe how am I getting targeted already? There's probably still like a month between the pop and the fight. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of people are intimidated by it, but I think the faster you get into KVK, the better, which is why 1981 kind of subscribes to that philosophy. So I feel like I'm about to get run over here. I got my rune, chat. I guess we can push. Or get pushed. My one troop is gonna get crushed here. Wait, how's my one troop not dead? The one troop savior. It's alive. My one troop's coming in. It's going. It's going. Okay, it's gone. I would take anything in the 2.5 months off season. Yeah, well, if your kingdom's taking 2.5 months off season, you should just move. And, you know, we've had this conversation already, but unless you are like a high-end Imperium trying to get a specific match, or you're like a low active, you know, BC that's trying to grow with a huge migration cycle that's been promised, like there's no reason that you should ever be in all season for that long. No reason. Chat, I think we're getting cooked. Yep, we're getting cooked, so we're gonna go into our cities. And they're running away, so now it's time to recook. That was pretty good coordination, though. They all kind of went back at the same time. I appreciate that. I know that's hard to do. Alright, Gorgo. Get back inside, please. Is there a notable difference between Ragnar and Skippy Primary? I'd say a notable difference. Yeah, it is notable that your Ragnar will trade a little bit better on average. If you are valuing march speed and taking this because they're getting pushed on the field more, then Skippy will probably do a little bit better. But that's the trade-off that you're going for, right? Oh, free KP. Free KP. Okay, never mind. Beach Marsh is going crazy right now, bro. Going crazy. We do have quite a few people coming, but the rally leader from 93 is the most important. Whoa, whoa, spoilers, man. Guess we're getting a 1093 migrant. Good night. Good night. Good job. And that's nice. And I somehow combined that into good night. So, yeah. But good job, man. Never heard that one before? Yeah. Trying to grind this out, but looking kind of rough. Kind of rough. Goodbye, Herman. Oh my goodness. I might actually do attack march. Alright, chat, we're doing attack march. We are kind of getting... What? I'm doing attack march. Hold on. Quick command. Attackable targets? Oh, I gotta turn that off. I see. Barbs, we gotta turn off barbs. Resource points. Yeah, okay. I can't attack. Nice. Okay, we're good. We're good. But we are getting pushed hella anyway, so... Okay. I thought I already started dismantling my siege tower, but I guess not, and it'll die in vain. Okay, I mean, I can do more KP in this KVK than if we went first pop, but I'm still missing out on inscriptions, gold heads, and more total KP by doing the shit. 100% agree, man. So it's like, do you value individual wins, or do you value account progress, or like progressiveness and all that good stuff? I would definitely say it's better to just go into KVKs quickly. I mean, these supports are fine. This got crushed at the end. 247, 129, 420. Yeah, I mean, these reports are fine. Just play with the new mode that's attacking by clicking left instead of clicking right to avoid that message appearing. Yeah, so that's what I just started doing. Just started doing that. How is this guy's attack, by the way? Should be maxed for the most part. Yeah, it is maxed. Okay, good. No bar reports? You kidding me? Alright. I don't know how I still have healing helps, though. That's the crazy part. The actual crazy part. I've lost 3 KVKs in a row. I just want a good fight and a win. Oh, then I can kind of see why your kingdom's skipping. All right, you kind of want to go into the next KVK stacked. But yeah, 3 KVK losses in a row is tough. Oh, that thing's just gonna die. Do Nevsky Joan, or is Nevsky Joan still good in the field? Yes, it is. Arthur Phillip or Arthur William trade better? I think Arthur Phillip trades a little bit better. But I would run Arthur William personally and put my Phillip elsewhere on my own account. If that makes sense. I think that William is way better than a commander like YSG or you know, William Wallace even. So I would definitely change up what I ran based on the available marches that I had. And I would run Nevsky Joan over Huo Joan. But this is not my account, as I've said a few times. So I'm just running with the presets. It's 2 losses in one kingdom and 1 in the other. Now I'm in a 3rd kingdom. Sounds like you just have bad kingdom luck, man. Where would you put the Phillip then? I'd put the Phillip behind my archers. I'd run Ziel Herman and Asher with Phillip. And if it wasn't behind my archers, then I'd put it behind my inf. Literally, Cav is the last place that I'd put my my Phillip. Not saying it's not good with Cavs, because it is good, but I would put it elsewhere. Thoughts on Attila Phillip? Terrible. You should only run Attila Phillip if you're like bad facing into a murder ball over and over again, like the old school Pakal Herald. Otherwise, don't run Attila Phillip. Well, they're all coming back up here, so we're gonna get pushed back pretty soon. Okay. Yeah, we're going home. We are going home. I ain't dealing with that. Feels so bad to hit a billion KP in a KVK and not get shit. Yeah, no, I agree. I will also say, though, that a billion KP is not what it used to be. A billion KP a year and a half ago was like, dude, you are killing it. You are doing very well. A billion KP nowadays, if you are in a top 50 kingdom in the game, and like I said, top 50 kingdom in the game, so you might not be. top, like, that's like the minimum. That's like the old school 30 million kills. If you don't hit 1 billion in a lot of these kingdoms, you're kind of like, all right, well, you're a fine player, you know, yada yada. But I do agree. I do agree. In general, it sucks to contribute a lot and not get stuff. Dude, whenever the song comes on in the playlist, it's always so fire. Also, Chad, I did readjust the music a little bit. Can you give me like a yes or no whether or not it's a good volume? Because I feel like I turned it down to like pretty low. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear it. I don't think it's a lot, but I was first in KP game my camp, and that does sound bad. Definitely sounds bad, but yeah, I do understand what you mean. Were you not top 10 overall? Because if you were top 10 overall, you should get Nautark, right? No? Oh, this is a good flag. I like that flag. Whoa, 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 quick command, please, no. I was 80th in my kingdom for 600 million. For an A seed. Yeah, I mean, that's very good. For an A seed? In your kingdom, not your camp? Yeah, yeah. Most A seeds are not doing that much KP. What kingdom are you in, man? Oh, it does seem like they're starting to wake up a little bit. What time is it? Ooh, we got 10 minutes until reset. Chat, I have not done Canyon on my main. I'm gonna do it on my phone real quick. What is going on here? What is this? Why am I walking? I don't know. 1079? Okay, well, you're in 1079. Never mind. I mean, yeah, 1079 is a good kingdom, man. Alright, I gotta do canyon attempts really quick. Guys, also, on my main, I am top... What? You know the Canyon Clash event? Is it happening here too? So, on my main, I have made it to the championship on my main. So, yeah, we are doing what we can currently to finish that grind out. But of course, on my main, it's like other players, and then both 1981 players. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Both 1981 players are facing each other in this round, which is super, super dumb. We're just getting pushed, so I'm just going to retreat. I guess we'll push back. They should do the top 10 autark thing by camp and not the whole KVK. That would be better, yeah. I do agree. push. Hold on, dude. there is a large amount of micro that I'm not doing with a range march, and it just completely affects my way to play the game. There we go. Holy. Kinda sus, you're helping us? What do you mean? Oh, I turned off quick command. That would be why that's happening. And as far as us or any sides, I don't take sides, man. It's not how I work. I just help friends. And right now, friends are 2049. $1568? I guess you're a 1568 player. Yeah. My siege march is hella dead for sure. Well, this is Siege March doing siege things, ironically. Why am how do I not cancel? Oh god. Oh god. Quick command was griefing me. I see why. I see now. Yeah, well, we're getting out of here anyway, because I don't want to deal with this. Oops, sorry, I just hit my mic. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like, this side is obviously 1875 dominated, which is to be expected, but I don't know, man. They can't, I mean, is it even better if they do split? I don't think it's even better if they do split, because just make them work for all these burns, and yeah, teleport the farms. I guess that is what I said. Just make it expensive. And then hopefully 70 or 2774 wakes up soon. I'm gonna guess that they're all kind of Asian time zone, but you also have like most of 2049 over here, so. This guy's a big boy, huh? Alright, we'll take the troops out of the city. Do I have enough for the siege march? I don't think so. We'll just field the 5. Would be fun if you queued with us. I'm pretty sure 91 took 2 registrations quicker than you guys. $19.1 does fast registrations, man. That's how we operate our kingdom. We go first pop most of the time. So we try to be in KVK as fast as possible. But we are lined up for a pretty hellish KVK coming up. So hoping that one's evenly matched. Man, I don't know how smart it would be to go for combo formation. Right now, since I won't use it until next halves come. I mean, I would still, whatever you use the most is what I would recommend going for. But I do think that combo will be meta in the long run, as do I think that the new smite formation will be meta for the field. I don't think it'll be meta for rallying garrison per se, but it will be meta for the field for sure. Is there a ball marker? No. Alright. Da, da, da. Alright. We're chilling. We're kind of just chilling right now, which is crazy to say. Are we moving down here? Maybe. Alright, let's see if we can turn quick command on and go do our thing. Okay, so why... You guys saw that I turned on quick command. Can I not quick command in dot mode? That's crazy work. Crazy work. Alright. Whatever. Oh, now I can quick command in dot mode. Of course. Ooh, reset. Just got the notification on my phone. Whoa. I don't know about all that, though. You should be able to. Chatsky was doing it? Yeah, I think I figured it out. For whatever reason, it wasn't working, but then I reset and now it's working, so. I need to set up the siege march right on the other side of that tower, but I do not have the micro for it right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, let's relax. Yeah, we're gonna get pummeled here, I think. Also, I don't know if my siege march has done a single thing. I hate siege with an absolute passion. Oh, and now it finally set up a tower and it's gonna get crushed. Dude, siege when it's bad is really bad. So I figured it out. I mean, not really. I've been saying this for a long time. Siege when you're winning, bad. Siege when you're losing, bad. Siege when it is very neutral is unbelievably overpowered. That is kind of funny, though. That probably traded, what, 10%? 28%? Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, these trades were some ass. How's everything going over here? Alright, so no field there. Should be field here, I guess. Dude, they have no field at all. Am I seeing something wrong, guys? If I was Earth Camp, where would my field be? My field would be here, right? Defending this. Or it would be here, defending this. Right? Like, am I crazy? Or do they have... Oh, dude, I look at this, I'm like, ooh, barb chain? God, I'm addicted to barb chaining. Anyway. This is like... I mean, I have no idea, man. Mini Octavia? Why does this sound... Oh, I know why this sounds familiar. He's got an account in 3355, and we were just allies with them. I know why it sounds familiar. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've taken any deads. I literally have not swarmed a single flag. Alright, we'll continue. Kind of have to check in on the main, but I'm just doing it on my phone real quick. Should be okay. Alright, we're showing. I was trading on 2 accounts yesterday. That's like, sounds like something that you should get paid for. You could never tell me to chain on 2 accounts. Dude, trading on 1 account takes a lot of work. Trading on 2 accounts? Oh, hell no. Okay. If we all want to turn around. Everybody turn around. Everyone turn around. Thoughts? Thoughts? Turn. You know what? I'll be the guy that starts it. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Go, go, go. I'll be the guy that starts it. That's fine. There we go. See, that's all it takes. There we go. Now we push. Push, 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 push. I'm not in VC, though. You just can't be the guy that just runs all the time, you know? But somebody does have to take the fall, and not many people are able to take the fall. Fortunately, when it's not my speed ups, it doesn't really matter. No, I only kid. Alright, I am going to refresh, though, because now it doesn't matter. They're just reballing. What kind of monster mighty healing archer would they need to put in the game to replace either 1 imp or 1 cav? Most bust most likely cav, but most likely. I think they would have to, obviously AoE, right? It just has to be a CY, but not with garrison stats. Like CY's kit and his active skill is actually great. It's really good. If you could run CY Hera and the stats that apply to garrison just apply to the field, like CY Hera would be good. Like they would actually be good. But you know, a lot of the stats are not great for open field. So, but yeah, I think that in general, you could AoE 360, 1800 to 2000 damage factor, true damage archer commander with a like 30% march speed, and now archers are back in the meta, like for sure. So, Leopard might hire you after this. What do you mean after I turn around? I mean, that's just how it works, right? You always have to have somebody who starts it. Krill sends us love from Canada. I don't know who Krill is. But appreciate it, and love from the United States, man. Oh, dude, I have to finish up the egg events, huh? Oh my god. I just got a 10 spot. I just got a 10 spot with my free spin on my main. Dude, I'm playing my main and this at the same time, guys. This is, see, this is not a situation where you turn back, though. You see this? This is when you're just getting absolutely butt railed, and you don't want to turn into this. Anyway, back to my main. You guys can't see it, so I apologize, but... Alright, 1 epic from the 50% spin. And we're doing the 5 spin. Okay, I got kind of cooked. Alright, chat, I don't know if you can see, alright? I am doing egg event on my phone, okay? I am doing egg event on the phone. Hold on. Boom. That wasn't bad. 5 epics on the last spin. That's okay. Alright. We collect. We do the 100. Now we're done. Am I attacking something? Jeez, please. Imagine Shajar. I almost said Shajar shit because I combined the Shajar and the kit, and I said shit. Anyway, yes, Shajar's kit on a Smite Commander would be pretty good, but she's got to do AoE, right? Like, her kit is theoretically better than William Wallace's. However, neither of them do AoE. But I do agree with you. What is this thing doing? We'll go up here. Yeah. Not the combined words again? Bro, you know... Okay, so at this point, man, at this point in the stream, you know that once I've had a few drinks, I start combining words, all right? So if you tell me Shajar's kit, I'm just going to combine it into shit. Oh my god, I am running the wrong way. Why, when I press return, did these marches go this way? There is no shot that going this way is faster than this way. There's just no way. There's no way. So I don't know why it happens. Hey Justin, how you doing, Payne? Doing all right? Hope you're doing well. Still waiting on your gold chest in 1981. So whenever you want to pop that up, just let me know. I'm kidding. Although not really. Do you spend normally on like the day? I know you spend on the daily, but the greatest glory stuff. I don't know. Shajar is the GOAT of chaining commanders. I think Shajar is not. CY is. CY is the actual GOAT of chaining commanders. Because it also does AoE. You can't chain with Shajar. Although, you know, it never dies. So it is very good. Like ZL Shajar is very, very, very good. I think that CY is definitely the GOAT. You can chain with CY at like 5-1-1-1. Your marches might have had too many drinks. Dude, for sure. For sure. I will wait for team draw. All right, dude, you know what's crazy is that I don't even need team draw anymore. To be fair, you kind of retired for what, like a year, 9 months or something. So you definitely need team draw, but like, dude, I have 1,000 gold heads. Like, I have 1,000 gold heads, man. Do I even need team draw? No. Will I max the bundle anyway? Probably. Just because it's such good value, and I can max like CY maybe as an archer main or as an imp main for artifact KVKs. I don't know, man. It's at that point where like my account is developed. Like as an imp main, I do not need any more imp commanders at all. And now I'm just like investing in commanders in like a, oh, well, what if we're doing a garrison in an artifact KVK, and what if, like, all this stuff. And so I don't know, I feel like that's kind of my, like, yeah, Gorgo CY is crazy overpowered. You're right. So I don't have CY maxed, so I should probably spend $400 to get some gold heads, you know? Like, it's just, it is what it is, man. One year? Yeah. Ethel's a chaining goat? Definitely not. And we're going to refresh again, I guess, because we're just getting mollywopped. And my Huo just got absolutely dogged. 35%. Gotta love that. And none of these trades really mattered. Okay. Definitely negative there. What if kills? Yeah. Especially as a rallying garrison, what if is probably the worst thing imaginable. Dude, the artifact, oh my god. Lilith knows exactly what they're doing, right? They know exactly what they are doing. The artifact was probably better than armaments, better than whatever. Like, the artifact was probably the best change for money that Lilith ever made. And you know why? Because that makes it so that any main garrison for any kingdom not only needs to max their troop type's garrison, but they also have to max the other troop type's garrison, right? Like, I can't just have Gorgo Charles or Gorgo Hera anymore. I can't, right? I also have to have Gorgo CY. I do. And before that, I had to have, like, Gorgo Attila. Like, dude, I don't want to max Attila. I don't want to max CY. I don't. But I had to for my kingdom, right? Like, they just, oh, they know how to get every ounce of dollar from you, bro. I swear. It's crazy. And now I don't have CY max, and I haven't needed to use it because I've just used Gorgo Attila. But, like, Gorgo Attila is worse than Gorgo CY, for sure. For sure. Alright, we'll heal up. All right, chat. We're on drink number 2. We're about to finish it. All right. So, for all you guys in chat who are just waking up, I'm looking at you, Bruce. Bruce, right? That's your name, Justin. Yeah. All right. It's been a fantastic Friday night. I'm definitely feeling it at this point in the night. And we're gonna make one more drink after this, and we're gonna have no more. All right. I'm not getting sloppy on stream. I'm not checking Mimi's Instagram. I'm not doing any of that stuff. All right. That's a time that was that was older. That was old. That was old me. Okay. This me is chill. We're gonna pilot a little bit in KVK. We're not gonna send the Gorgo out, so we're gonna send that home. And we're using a range march, and we're just having a good time. So, Ghost. Exactly. See, I just saw your chat as soon as I sent my Gorgo home. All right, it's one troop. I don't know why I have the preset. But hey, cheers and to everybody who, whether this is your coffee, your water, your energy drink, whatever it is. All right, cheers. All right, cheers. Let's have a good rest of the night. All right, drink number 2 is coming up, or number 3. Sorry. I'm ready to make clips. We don't need those. We don't need those. I got the Tito's vodka right here. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. This thing is like... This thing is stacked. All right. Cheers. Last drink of the night. Last drink of the night. We're pouring a good amount. We're pouring a good amount. All right. We got to get a mixer in here. A little bit of lemon, a little bit of ginger beer. All that good stuff. All the good stuff. Now, this is my last drink of the night. We're not going too crazy. Now, again, memberships might change my mind, but I'm only giving you guys our time. Hey, if you haven't yet, please like and sub to the stream. Appreciate all you guys being here, especially on this Friday. Feeling good, looking good, obviously, you know, always looking fresh. No, I'm only messing. But again, appreciate all you guys being here. My main, wait, why does my farm has king? Yikes. All right. Gotta make sure everything's okay on the main. Yeah, we are okay.
Enjoy your drink. I appreciate it. 3 drinks later, just one more, guys. I promise. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. 2774 is launching rallies. You know what that means? They're waking up, chat. They are waking up. Okay, we're gonna move this. Yeah, we're gonna move this here since we're gonna get pushed in a few seconds. Ooh, that smells. Ooh, I haven't tried the new drink yet, but that smells strong, chat. Oh my, I might be able to. I should probably relax, I think. Also, I'm not getting this range tower down. This range tower is gonna die on the hill. It's gonna die on its hill. Excited for your next KVK after the most recent clown show? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm hoping our next KVK is almost on par with the last one that we had against 1606. The 1606 KVK was by far the most fun I've ever had. Now, it ended in drama, but that also added to a little bit of the fun, of course. And, you know, it is what it is what it is, but at the same time, like, I had a blast. So I'm hoping it's something like that again, and yeah. Smells like combining words. Ghost, you are completely correct. At some point, I just combine all my words together. 8 out of 10 vodka, 1 out of 10 lemon, and ginger beer. True, but that only adds up to 9 out of 10. So I don't know. Maybe you meant 1 out of 10 lemon and then 1 out of 10 ginger beer. Maybe that's what the math suggested. Hemby, you pilot 1568 side? What the fuck? I show no favorites, man. I show no favorites. Whether it's 1568 or not, I show no favorites. I only show favorites to my friends. That's it. Even if 1568 and 1981 don't have the best relationship because of last KVK, doesn't matter, man. We just pilot for whoever needs it. And my friends, of course. Yeah, that's what the math is suggesting. Yeah. Alright, we'll heal up. Guys, Siege are trash, clearly. Clearly, Siege are the worst March. Siege are the worst March. Never invest. Okay? Never invest in Siege. This is terrible. You're feeding your opponents. Guys, I just hate Siege, and I will not micro Siege. This is the worst thing to ever come into the game. Alright. Also, Siege are just generally bad when you're losing, and we're losing on this side, so it does make sense. Whew! Guys, that is... that is a drink right there. My god. Yeah, this is definitely my last drink. Definitely my last drink, I think. Let bygones be bygones? Yeah, I agree. Now, I'm not saying that like 1568 and 1981 are ever going to ally anytime soon, because that's probably not going to happen. But as far as like plotting against somebody, man, like who cares? Like I said, they're a great fighting kingdom. I just don't agree with their Diplo. Only my farm, it's good. Only on my farm. Yeah. It's really good on your farm because your farm doesn't have to bring it out into the field every second. Just bring it out when it's the most advantageous, and then yeah, it's cracked, right? Bring in another Bro's gonna sneak another drink inside. Oh, hell no, dude. Not on stream, at least. Nah, I'm chilling, man. Having a good time. Definitely slightly buzzed at this point, but I'm not gonna go crazy. No need to go crazy. I might push here. I'm feeling real aggressive, chat. I'm feeling really aggressive. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just push. We have the numbers. Just push. Come on now. My Herman's gonna get crushed. Yep, no, I'm getting crushed. I do feel like we have the numbers, though. Okay, we're not pushing anymore. But we're getting in there. We're getting in there. Best fighter I've ever seen cooks when he's drunk. I do cook when I'm drunk. I do cook. I also care significantly less about my speed ups. Drunk pilot? Dude, the best kind of piloting. What are you talking about? In fact, hold on. I'm gonna reset. Hold on, I'll rechat. Hold on 1 second. Hemby, I'm gonna send you a PM. Hold on. Alright, there we go. It's the last thing that you're gonna remember tomorrow? Bro, come on now. I'm not that far gone. We all having a good time? Hey, that's the point, man. That is the point. All right, so I think that 2774 should be waking up, right? So maybe this isn't as one-sided over here. No, no, they're pretty one-sided. Okay, never mind. Oh my. Every time I have a sip, bro, I just regret it instantly. Whew. Okay, we are gonna add a little bit more lime juice to this. Holy. Holy. Sneaking more vodka? No, no, absolutely not. That's this lemon juice right here. No shot of sneaking in more vodka. That would be ridiculous. Bro, are you kidding me? Oh, good old quick command. Dude, this is why I cannot stand range marches. Oh my god. Just let me place the damn siege thing. Holy. And then I griefed all my other marches. Look. Now, if this wasn't my first time on stream, like ever using a range march, then fine. But this is why this is holy. Jeez. And now the range march is going to cook because it's just in a broken position, but it is what it is, man. Who's Herman Prime Secondary? ZL. This account owner, and let me be very clear, I am piloting. So this account owner prefers march speed and tankiness over damage, which is fine. I understand the decision. Why do I feel like this siege tower is targeting my tower? It is, right? Of course it is. This, yeah, of course it is. Oh, goodbye, Huo. I thought you were the Arthur. Okay, we're just getting run over. I ain't dealing with that. I use that the other way around. Zio with Herman Secondary. Yeah, that's the better way to run it. I'm telling you, that is the better way to run it. I'm just not running it because, yeah. Oh, no. Chat, help me. Help me. Did my siege get out of here? What do we think? Oh, no way. Goodbye. For Champion of Olivia. That's my little sister's name. I cannot believe I just said that out loud. For Champions of Olympia, Liu Ragnar or Skippy for 1 inf. I think for 1 inf, well, I don't know why you're running 1 inf for Champion of Olympia. Especially considering all gears provided to you. You're either going leadership, you're going 3 inf, or you're going 3 archers. So, I don't know why you're running 1 inf, but it should probably be Liu with Constantine for 1 inf. Luxta, how are you, man? It's been a long time since I've seen you in chat, I think. Yeah, been a little bit. What have you been up to, man? Silva, how are you? I cannot play that game mode. Dude, I actually so okay. I actually like it, ironically. Um but I only play it for its rewards, right? I think it's a good game mode. Um and I would play it in my free time, which I do for the rewards, but I don't play it after that. How's this KVK going? Well, I will give you a brief overview, all right? So, right now, it is pretty one-sided. 2049 is absolutely destroying Earth Camp, and Wind and, I guess, what is this top left? Fire? So, Wind and Fire Camp? No, sorry, Water and Fire Camp are duking it on this side with the help of this right side. So, 1875 has kind of been, I don't know. They've been overwhelmed. They've been doing well, but their allies are kind of letting them down, so... Elder, so apparently Nightbot just deleted your message because it thinks that you're sending links, but you're not sending links. Skippy, Liu Che, HPZL, and KAPH, so I have no idea what those are. Skippy, Liu Che, Herman Prime, ZL, and then something and Philip, I guess, is what you're trying to say. So I do see what you were trying to type, but yeah, if you type with periods, Nightbot will think that you're sending links and it'll time you out. But I don't think that you should run that for Champions of Olympia, personally. You should either run full leadership primaries or full inf primaries. Okay, we're going quick command. And if you want a full imp setup, I would probably run something like Liu Che Constantine. I guess like Skippy. Ooh, because now you're bringing leadership commanders as secondaries. Liu Che Constantine, Skippy Mehmed. No. Maybe Skippy Caesar, and then Ragnar Mehmed, I think. Maybe is your inf. You could also bring a Guan, I guess, primary. Maybe Guan Skippy. I'm not sure. Does Guan Silence work? I think it does. I feel like there's not much going on over here. What happened? Where did they go? Ah. Ah, I see. Okay. Hmm. Push. Wow, that race drop is crazy. Okay, everybody fell back, so it is what it is. Alright, we're just gonna refresh. Sorry guys, I'm typing to somebody. All right, we're back. Woo! All right, gotta take a sip. This is gonna be brutal, huh? Woo! All right. I don't know how the Herman is always out of position, but it is what it is, I guess. We're gonna refresh. Ooh. Oh. I stand up and stretch, bro. Goodness. Alright, I think this is what we're gonna do. I will probably stream a little bit more of this tomorrow. I'm gonna let somebody else hop on. Because this account's gotta be going 24/7. But as far as the final recap before I end the stream, all right, and actually, hold on, before I do that final recap, we're gonna look at if anybody else is actually live, and then I can host them. But this is what the map looks like right now. Clearly, Earth Camp on the top right, they are not holding their end of the deal, their end of the bargain. Okay, they are very close to getting pushed out of Kingsland, right? They are being built on over here. So we have all this territory that, I mean, hopefully they can build from and build to. I guess, I mean, will they have to give up this pass? No, I mean, they've already got a fort over here. I don't know. I think this is going to be a very tough one for 1875. I'm going to hope that they can win it. I mean, make this competitive at least. But right now, I don't think that this is going to go on for more than another 24 hours. I could be wrong. You never know. But we will see, right? We will see. So, anyway. Oh, chat. I appreciate you all being here, okay? Been a relatively long stream for a Friday night. And whether or not you've had a drink tonight, or it's morning for you, whatever it is, coffee, water, tea, whatever your go-to is, all right? Hey, cheers. And you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are, all right? And don't forget to like the stream and subscribe, all right? Appreciate you all. Cheers. All right. Have a good one.